Some people might think that starting over means you failed, especially if you're doing it in your 60s. I'm 64. But what if it means you finally got it right? Welcome to Black Bear Cottage. This is my home and where I have started over. That painting on the right is called a barn quilt and was made by a local artist, created for me. And as you can see, it has a Newfoundland, honoring the Newfoundland dogs that I have adopted over the last 15 years. And there's my cherry red door that my brother John gave me directions on how to paint, but which has lots of brush strokes. And when you come in, you'll be welcomed by Fawny, my dog. And here's the living room. Upstairs is the loft. Let's go there first. So here's the loft. There's my big chair. You can't see it, but it looks out towards the mountains of Virginia. Here's family photos. And this big chair is where I like to sit and have my morning devotions. I'm reading my way through the Gospels again. And this is the perfect chair to just sit and be quiet because there's no other distractions up here. From here you can see the living room. And there's my bedroom. So let's go back downstairs now. So here we are, and there's Fawny doing her best impression of a rug. This is my kitchen, and this is the guest room. I also like to call it the summer bedroom because it's where I go when it gets too hot to sleep upstairs. And this is my work desk and my writing desk and my puzzle table. I think I've really got too many tables, but they all have a purpose. So let's see if I can do this properly so you can see me now. Okay, so I used to live in a much bigger house, as I said in previous videos. And when I sold that house, I knew I needed to buy a house that I could afford. And I also wanted a smaller home because I realized that a big house required you to fill it up with lots and lots of stuff. When I moved out of the big house in Colorado, it took 3 truckloads to come and take all the things that were in the house to the local thrift store so that I could donate them, because I moved from that house to Breckenridge and I just didn't need all that stuff. So I donated it. And when it came time to downsize here, I knew that I wanted to have what I called a Goldilocks house, a house that would be just the right size for me as a single woman living alone, a house that I could grow old in. And that's exactly what this house is. And downsizing means not that you've given up on your dreams, and starting over in a smaller space doesn't mean you have failed. I like to think that this house reflects who I really am. I mean, now everything that I've decorated here or put into this house is something that I choose, something that I love. I no longer worry about impressing other people. I only want to create a space that is beautiful to me. A smaller home also means a less expensive home. And since I am living on a limited budget, putting less home into the maintenance and utilities and upkeep of a house means that I have more money for things that are important to me. And it means that it's a home that's affordable to me. And that brings great peace of mind. So a smaller home means peace. And I think that I want to read this psalm. It's Psalm 131. It's only 3 verses. It says, "My heart is not proud, Lord. My eyes are not haughty. I do not concern myself with great matters or things too wonderful for me. But I have calmed and quieted myself. I am like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child, I am content. Put your hope in the Lord, both now and forever." I love this verse because one of the things I've realized since I've been here is that for the first time in my life, I am content. And I've never felt content in my life until now. I always wanted more. I always compared myself with other people. And here, I don't do that anymore. And what I've realized is that contentment brings peace. And I think contentment and peace and finally creating a life that reflects who I am and not who I want to be or thought I should be. It's a great way to spend this next long season of life. And I wish the same for you. And it took me a long time to get here. In some ways, it took me decades to get here. I didn't buy this house until I was 62? No, 61. And yet, it was all worth it. It required me to trust God and to trust God's timing and to trust that God was helping me to become the woman who could find contentment here and not disappointment. So, I wish the same for you. Please read Psalm 131. Like I said, it's only 3 verses. And I hope you've enjoyed this tour of Black Bear Cottage and through it been able to get to know me a little bit better. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. God bless you. And if this speaks to you, please subscribe. Okay, see you next Thursday.